Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Agora. As always, I'm Lou, and with me is
Eric, aka the pen guy from my UWM friends.
And today we're going to be jumping right into a discussion about divisiveness in the United States. Obviously, it's kind of the focal point on everybody's mind these days. You've got the left thinking one way, and you've got the right thinking the other. We're going to try to see if we can come to some kind of conclusion about how we can maybe bridge the gap, I guess you'd say, on divisiveness.
Yeah, and I want to actually add to plug future installations of this sort of multi-faceted program series in the other side of this that I kind of oversee individually, but drops at the same time. I'm hoping to have on several of my friends, maybe one of the conservative friends, to discuss this same subject to kind of complement what we do tonight. Because Lou and I, when it comes to political ideology, we're actually fairly close together. So it'll be
on the left.
On the left, yeah.
But then obviously the goal of this show is to have guests on. Some of the episodes are just Eric and I, and we're hoping to get more shows with guests. Of all different political affiliations and religious beliefs and things like that. So that's kind of the long-term goal.
So sort of take this episode as maybe a parameter setter for future episodes.
Yeah, kind of how we'd like to interact with people and how we'd like people to interact with us, politically and otherwise. So I guess kind of jumping off into the deep end here. What do you think? What do you think is the number one problem with the current political climate as far as divisiveness goes, and from people on the left and people on the right? Now, I want you to think of, I guess what we should do is we should start this on the peripheral and work our way inward, right? So I want you to think of the most leftist left, and people at home listening, feel free to put this person into your head, right? Somebody who is very left and uses appropriate language and, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to paint an image for you. I'm sure you can do that on your own, but, sure it involves a coffee shop, right? And again, I'm on the left, so I am not unaware of our side. I'm sure you're not unaware of our side.
I've become more aware of our side in the last couple of years. I've become more aware that our side can be as colorful as any.
Yeah. Right. So, and again, we're not disparaging on that. Again, those are our people. We're like,
I may be disparaging on it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, fair enough, right?
It's not helpful.
We kind of look and we're like,
all blind zealotry of an ideological flavor is harmful.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and we agree on that for sure. But that's the reason we're starting on the peripheral. We're starting on the way end. So what we're doing for the left, we're gonna also do for the right. So, can you think of that person, Eric? Do you have that person kind of in your head about who's on
the other side? Oh, on the left?
On the left, yeah. Do you have that person in your head? I got that person already.
I have several of those persons.
Okay, so that's like and for you at home, obviously, go along with us. So you've got your person on the way left, right? That might be like, they are rigorous to certain pronouns and, they take their coffee a certain way, or
they live in a safe space, sometimes literally.
Yeah. They're like very like, oh yeah, you can't say that, don't do that, right? And we're not necessarily saying that's bad or good. We're just saying get this person in your head, right? Because, some of that stuff is better than other stuff. And we're going to also do it on the other side, right? So
and we're not suggesting that the idea of a safe space or creating an environment that is respectful and tolerant and inoffensive is inherently a bad idea. I think what we're objecting more to is when it reaches the point where you have to censor people because essentially your feelings get hurt otherwise.
Yeah. So, and right now we're just putting out we want the left lateral limit and the right lateral limit. So, okay. So now grab the person on the right. Okay. This might,
if you can, they tend to stay in their basements and look up stuff about conspiracies.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, Some of them, yes. Some of them certainly do.
No, you said far right.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
One of the main points I hope to emphasize is that the majority of them are not like that. But you said go for the extreme.
Yeah, you're right. We grab the extreme from our side. Let's grab the extreme from the other. This person is probably when you think about what they drive, Eric, what do they drive?
I mean, if they drive.
Yeah. They probably drive
if you go to the farthest extreme imaginable, they drive a van full of pictures of people they would like to assassinate. But that was one incident.
No, I'm thinking of pickup truck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going too far to the right. I'm sorry.
They drive a pickup truck. They might have
I'm sorry. The equivalent of that on the left would be people with broken beer bottles who try to take over city blocks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this person is on the right. They might have like a bumper sticker that says something.
I'm sorry. I did literally actually see near where we live in Greendale a guy with a truck that had American flags that said "fuck Biden" on it.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, there's that. They might have a bumper sticker about the Second Amendment, right? They might be the person at your Thanksgiving who, instead of being like asking on the left, they might be like, well, don't you have any like vegan options or gluten-free options? These people might be more like, I'd kill the bird again if I could. Like, they're upset if the animal isn't like endangered or anything that they're eating, right? They're like, I want, you can taste the endangerment on it. Like, and again, these are like the people on the way edges. These are not they're not us. I know that. Like, these are not the average American. And if the goal here is to take this divisiveness, the first thing I think we have to do is acknowledge you and I, Eric, we're never gonna see eye to eye with these people on our side or on the other.
No,
we're never gonna see eye to eye with them.
Never.
Even our own people were like us being affiliated.
No,
it's kind of crazy.
And in fact, ideological extremists tend to purge from the inside.
Yeah.
So we would actually be targeted before anyone on the right would.
Yeah. So we'll let you, if you're a moderate, if you're moderately on the right, or moderately on the left, do everybody a favor and be like, hey, just FYI, they're trying to kill me. Because that's what they do. They purge their own group before they purge somebody else. So as like moderate leftists, well, I'm a little bit more left than you are, but comparatively to what we've described so far, we are moderate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we will, as a favor on this show, we will let you know if, the way left, because I know everyone always talks about the conspiracy of, and it happens on both sides, right? They're like, oh, Joe Biden's going to,
actually, I would even suggest that the left-wing version of this is sort of the extreme social activism mentality, where it goes from legitimate grievance to this idea that the hierarchy or the patriarchy or the institutional racism or whatever is so pervasive that all that's left to do is burn the thing down because it's so corrupt it can't be fixed. Like that's kind of the left-wing version of a conspiracy theory, is that the corruption is so all-pervasive that
there's just no saving the whole.
There's no saving the whole thing, and that's when those people can become violent.
Yeah. So I mean, and we're not gonna, lie and be like our side doesn't have anybody like that. Like we do. We know we do. We know they're on our side just as much as they're on the other. And the point of why I'm bringing this up, the point we're bringing this up for, is because we just want to let you know right now, cast those people out of this discussion about kind of divisiveness. We are never going to win those people. Those people, we're never going to win that side. Like the uppie that you were thinking about, the redneck with like a shotgun hanging out the window on the freeway with like a pair of balls hanging off his tailgate. We're never going to, those people are just they're ideologically, they're just dead to us. Won't leave,
The best you can hope for, especially from the right, is that they get kind of a monastic approach so they don't go out and kill people.
Yeah, I mean, on either side, we'd hope.
I meant the left-wingers tend to be more socially active, so you can hope that they have moderating influences.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that last statement may have been a little out of line. I'm just saying that, like when you get to the militia level and it becomes almost terroristic, or you get to the Antifa level, like, you hope that those people are just few and far between, and they just kind of self-isolate.
And there's always a group of like anybody in any idea or belief that are like, you know, you've got like that person who's like, oh, I believe in, you know, like Eric, you believe in Jesus and everything. And there are people like you who are like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, I believe in Jesus and that's good. And then you have people that are like, we have to kill everybody who's non-believing. Like that is like we're not going to win that person. Like the people are like, oh yeah, I'm Christian and I have a strong Christian faith and I do help it let me determine some decisions. Is a lot different than the guy who's like, there is only, you know, there's only this way and no other way, and if you don't believe what I believe, then it, you know, like you're rated for the gallows. We're never going to win that person. We shouldn't try.